Does this thing even fit you properly? Oh, you kidding me? It's your question last. I did when I bought it. Oh my god. Hello, my Betty Bats. I bid you welcome. Now we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, I've been waiting a long time to do this. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit their website linked there. Well, I think I'll be okay. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age. Yep. I'm ready. I'm ready for this experience. Okay. Got some lighthearted music. Wow. Oh, that's so cute. Well, that's the deception of it all. It's cute. It's lighthearted at one glance, and I'm sure it gets more and more creepy and disturbing as we go on. Okay. I am BattyNSaNe. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! Or maybe that's her going, like, out of breath. Okay. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I just stopped and wait for you. Eee! You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, BattyNSaNe. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, BattyNSaNe, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Oh, I read it in her voice. I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yes, every otaku's dream. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What the heck is a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. That sounds like me all the time, dude. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hey, that's a good start. I would join. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh my goodness. I'd probably sell my soul for a chocolate bar, I'm not gonna lie. I'm joking. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. NSaNe, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Okay. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, so I'm a boy, okay? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparent Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. I'm forgetting voices already. Is this like... Oh, it says... You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, NSaNe. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, NSaNe. We made room for you at the table, so come sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. I would love to bake that. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, chocolate. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like she's a tsundere. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I do love tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to justify these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Yo. Why'd I say yo? So, Ensan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past 3 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. 100% relate. But you know... Oh, read it in wrong voice. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... I think I'm mixing voices here. Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Saori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't... Oh, I'm reading it wrong. Goodness, this voice acting is confusing me. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ensan? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls still stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Ensan, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Is this a harem? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Saori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. NSaNe, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, NSaNe, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, interesting intro. Oh wow, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most, okay? Okay, well, how do I do this? Do I drag words? Okay, I know she, this is Natsuki. She likes cute stuff. Smile? Oh, okay. Do I just pick any words that relate to one of these three? If I pick anxiety, I think that relates to Yuri. Who do I want to get close to here? I don't know. Let's see what happens if I get closer to Yuri. Oh my god. Yeah. That word. Whisper? Oh, Natsuki? Okay. Secretive? Okay, that's Yuri. Calm? Oh, that's, Sayuri. Nature? Okay. Marshmallow? Misery? Empty? How in the world is Sayuri liking that stuff? I'm trying to appeal to Yuri. Grief? What in the world am I doing? Melancholy. Oh, okay. So she's like anxious and depressed. Tears. But some of these words don't really match with Sayuri. I don't get it. Disoriented? Okay. Fickle? Okay. Depression? How is that Sayuri? Broken? I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Who would be Wrath? Oh, okay, so she has the dark side. Jumpy? I'm telling you, I don't know. Graveyard. Yeah, she's like, she has like a gothic heart. Sadness. Okay, so we have a dark poem. All right, this is the time to read the poem. Hi again, NSaNe. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, NSaNe. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Yeah, that sounds like me, bro. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. NSaNe always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and NSaNe can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh my goodness. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speaks to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! Oh, wrong voice. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? Oh my god, is she that dense? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Oh my god, that's embarrassing, bro. Don't ever have a toothpaste stain on your clothes. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Trust me, they will notice. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. That's not really a problem, like... So? Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Really? Because she doesn't button her blazer up, that's a problem? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Okay, this is kind of weird. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. It just had to be from that point of view, didn't it? This is so funny. Oh my god, don't do this to me. No, don't do this to me. This is so cheesy. I'm literally tearing up right now. Oh, that's so crazy. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Yeah, because you need a boyfriend for that, dude. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Bro, I just, like, want to die laughing. Like... Stop. I'm tearing up. Like, laughing, dude. Why is this one so hard to close? Because the writer made it that way, dude. For a reason. I struggle to fully close the button near her... Of course. Of course it's near her chest. I need to, like, take a moment. I'm gonna... Oh my god. I want to die, dude. Does this thing even fit you properly? Oh, are you kidding me? Of course it does. I did when I bought it. Oh my god. Are you serious? We went there. Oh, I can't. I'm crying. Oh my god. This is too funny, dude. We went there. It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Oh my god! Are you kidding me? I can't read that, seriously. Oh my god, please. Do I really have to say it? Oh my god. Do I have to say it? This is embarrassing. Oh lord. Okay. Oh, I'm not ready. And her voice. It means my boobs got bigger again. No. Don't say that out loud. She knows what she's doing. Anyway. You look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that. Okay, so it's weird if she has it unbuttoned, and now it's weird to see it buttoned up because, yeah, she grew. Okay. But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Dude, just buy a bigger blazer. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of mindset is that? Come on. I mean, she has a vest on. Show off that vest, man. What kind of logic is that? Dude, that's what you said to her. What do you mean, what logic is that? That's your freaking logic. And why are you saying why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Okay. So she wants him to be a simp? I'm joking. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. What? Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. They literally sound like a married couple here or something. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. This girl can't do anything for herself. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. I'm pretty sure she was serious. Like, okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we write now? Yay! And San, I can't wait to read yours. Oh, we're not reading it out loud? Okay. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes, I remembered, and I wrote like the most depressing poem you could ever read. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Come on, Sayori. She could have done better, bro. Like, you gotta be professional. Have that final draft on a nice, clean sheet of paper. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a compositional book. Yeah, I love compositional books. It's just better off that way for me. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Please give me, does it generate a poem for me? Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, that's a good question. I was trying to pick words that would relate to Yuri, but it seemed like I got Sayori the most, right? What the heck? Let's just do... I don't know. I chose depressing words, right? I mean, Sayori's into that. Yuri is the one that likes horror novels, and she's kind of anxious and seemingly depressed, or she's very introverted. Wow, this is tough. Because if I choose Sayori, I'm sure she'll like it. But what about Yuri? I don't know what the heck. Let's do Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I start with her. I can't trust her opinion to be fair. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was probably not a good idea. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Oh, that's not a good sign. Did I mess up? Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that I may be I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, no. Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, I did pick random words, right? And I picked it all depressing, whatever. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Basically, it's try too hard. We tried way too hard to be edgy, and we failed. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as her demeanor totally changes. Okay. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. She'd make a great teacher then. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking to people about that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Man, she could give like 10 out of 10 dissertations on anything, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, we can read their poems. Ooh, Ghost Under the Light. All right, let me try to read it in her voice. Dramatize it. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm. Dude, I lost myself. Calm's breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Did I read that right? The light flickers. I flicker back. Dang, girl, you got some empowerment in there. She's like, I flicker back. Okay. That was good. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Bro, I have terrible handwriting. My handwriting looks just so bad and it's embarrassing. I wish I could have handwriting like that. Oh, I already said that, okay. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I myself struggle with that, but I can make out cursive, you know, but if people are like doing what looks like scratches, I can't read that. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It is. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. What? Is she hitting on my character? Something easy to digest, I suppose? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Is she cute? Yo, I'm having like way too much fun voice acting. Oh, editing this video is gonna be interesting. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, BattyNSaNe. Really? I must totally miss the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Is she insulting us right now? Is she saying we're too dumb to understand her poem? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, if it makes me happy that... Oh, I'm reading things backwards. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? Okay, how many... Do we have to show all the girls? Alright, let's just do Sayori. She's gonna be excited, right? Oh my goodness! This is so good, NSANE. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori. Yeah, she's like our cheerleader. She won't tell us the truth, like, you know what I mean? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. Oh, she's one of those types. I know you better than you do yourself. Okay. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an NSANE poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Saori hugs the sheet against her chest. Bro, she really digs this character. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Okay, that's correct. Incorrect, right? I'm really happy just that you wrote one. You could have wrote, I'm just really happy that you wrote one. Okay. It just reminds me of how you're really part of a club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, NSANE. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Oh, this dude is in it for a harem, for sure. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you on to that then. Yay! She says yay a lot, it's just like... Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, see about that. Okay, she's like bright, right? Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh my god. It's the perfect ending. That is so Sayori. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. 100%. She's just too, I don't know, she's very quirky. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Yeah, that's what we call hangry. I'm real bad at that though. I skip it all the time. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, let's save. That was quite a lot. Okay, I think I will leave it for here and continue in the next video. So if you're interested in watching more Doki Doki Literature Club, please give this video a like. Feel free to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel for more content and ring the bell to stay on top of my latest uploads. Farewell, my Batty Bats.